Hi everyone. Oh my God. I'm really very glad to see such a good response. There are 35 participants in the meeting right now. There are two requests. Please keep yourself on muted because there are kids and they can make sounds or there may be background voices from your side. So it will be really tough for others to manage or to hear the things in a proper way. If you have any question, there will be a doubt session at the end of the session. So you can ask your doubts here. I had noted down all of your queries, but I think in today's workshop, it will be really tough to put all the queries and to explain all the rules because there are lots of rules. I'm making the video series also. So it's really tough to do all the rules in a one workshop, but I'll try to cover the maximum things, right? So, hi, welcome you all. Welcome on Easy Learning's free spelling rule workshop. I'm really very happy. I'm really glad to meet you all. I can see the names Sarika, Astha, Richa, Meenu, Rupali. Some of phones names are also there, but put your name in the rename it by your name so that I can know who all you are. Ritika, Jasmine, Namrata, Gurpreet, Ruchi, Shipra, Preeti, Jalpa, Garima, Pranshi, Satvika, Nikita. My God, I'm really glad. I'm really happy. Gurpreet, Ruchi, Shipra, Rashmi, Chitra, Meghna, Pallavi, Hema. Really sorry if I forget anyone's name. But hi everyone. Hi. So we'll wait for another 5 minutes because lots of people are joining right now. So there are 41 participants. I hope you all are excited as I am, but I'm really more excited than you. I hope you are following me on my page, on my Instagram channel and YouTube channel. Um, uh, till everyone join, let me give you a quick introduction of myself, Nisha. I'm from Rajasthan, Jodhpur, and I'm a phonics trainer, English grammar trainer, the Vedic maths trainer, handwriting trainer, and I yes. And I have a Facebook page whose name is Easy Learning with Nisha. I'm from the same name. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram also, where I'm sharing the videos related to phonics, spelling rules, the English grammar, the English speaking techniques also. Hi, Sarika. Hey, Gurpreet. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me know who follows me on my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and who is really very new here. Hi, Meenu. Thank you
I
so much.
follow.
Ruchi, you
I
also
follow,
do?
ma'am.
Oh, thank you so much. I hope
Hi,
it's being.
Ma'am,
I'm new for you.
actually, ma'am, your video is very inspiring. Even it is helpful for parents and children in
Thank you
helping
so
our
much.
children to.
It's really good to hear. Richa, are you new here? Or like you are following me on
Yeah,
anything?
this is my first class, and this is my. I'm new for you.
Okay, so if you are going to after the class, I'll share my Facebook link also. Please go and watch there. All the videos are there for the spelling rule. I had posted 11 or 12 videos for the phonics also.
Yes,
I had
sure.
posted A to Z sound, A to S sound actually videos, and lots of blending digraph videos are also there. Okay, so can we
Yes, sure.
start the
I will go
class?
there.
Sure, sure. I'll share the link, and I hope you like all the things. At the
Yeah,
end
of
of the
course.
class, I'm going to give the participation certificate to everyone. Okay. So please take a screenshot of yours with your face, while you are in the workshop so that I can be assured that, yeah, you was there in the meeting. Hi, Garima. Good to see you here. Okay.
Hi,
So please take
ma'am.
yeah. Hi. So please take a screenshot of your while you are attending the class so that it can be easy for me to make it understand. Yeah, you was there in the class. Okay, I'll pin myself on the screen so that you can see me properly. Yeah. because my laptop camera has some issues, so I had switch on the camera from my mobile. I don't know why this issue happens today only. Okay, so let's start our workshop. I know this there are a small span of time, so I can't be able to share all the things. But yeah, I make you assure that I'll clear all your doubts. Okay, please keep yourself unmuted. Please, everyone, keep yourself unmuted. Okay, let me share my screen first. First of all, I welcome you all on my page. Okay, maybe there are two more people. Let me accept them also. Okay, so I welcome you on the in free spelling rule workshop. Let me make you clear with some concepts first. Then we will move forward to our main thing. Okay, now as you are all are, I hope you all are aware with the phonics thing. But before we move forward, just a second. Let me clear you why spellings are really important for the kids. Spellings by the phonics, by the help of phonics, kids are able to read the things now. But when they are in the first standard or when they are in senior KG, are you able to see the screen? The second slide.
No. No, ma'am. The first slide is visible.
Okay, just a second. Let me add control and let me start sharing it again. Is it visible now?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
children learn to segment words in
Yes,
uniform.
I can see.
Let me start it from beginning. I'll give a quick. Okay, let me start sharing it again. Okay, now what I was saying, why spellings are really very important, because
Ma'am, please tell everyone to mute themselves
please
because we will
mute
not be able to
yourself,
hear.
because when I'm sharing all the things, I'm not able to mute everyone. Please mute yourself. Oh my God, lots of people are joining. Please give me 2 minutes to accept all. Please keep yourself muted, guys. There are lots of background noise. Yeah, thank you so much. Now, let's come towards that why spellings are important. Phonics helps us to read really well, but when kids are in grade 2 or in grade 1, they will struggle to spelling. Okay, so now how can we help them? We should help them from the beginning itself when we are telling them the phonics sound. So by them only tell them to encode the sound and to decode the sound. What is the meaning of encode and decode? Like you introduce the sound of A, like the sound of A is A. Now tell the child that listen the sound and write down the letter. Like if I'm saying A, so the kid are able to write the A or not. That is called encoding and decoding, right? So if kid can do easily at the initial stage when he is starting his phonics journey, then he'll be able to write the spelling itself from the beginning also, right? After the two sounds only. Like first he knows the sound of A and he knows for A sound I have to write A. Now the next sound he knows b, 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 and he knows for b I have to write b, right? Now when you will tell him to write ba, so he will decode the sound b, a, ba, and he'll write the spelling b and then a, right? Or you will say a, b, ab, and he'll write the spellings a, b, ab, right? So that's why we always tell, don't focus on the reading only, focus on encoding and decoding the sounds also. So the kids should not be struggle after they will be in the KG, in the grade 2, because spellings are really very important. They have to be very clear with their spellings, right? Now, learning to spell helps the child to develop a strong connection between the letter and letter sounds and learning high frequency sight word. Yes, as I told you previously in most of the videos also, that it's really tough for the kids to understand the whole phonic concept, because in English origin words only the phonics things apply. Otherwise, there are lots of French words, the Greek words. On those words, the phonic thing doesn't apply. So we introduce those words as a sight word or Dolch sight words, right? Jolly phonics sight word and Dolch sight word list is there. So along with when you are starting the phonic sounds and when you are teaching them blendings, you can teach them the sight words also. Like you can teach them the capital I, like whenever you can see the capital I single, you should read it as I. You can teach them AMM. So sight words, we teach them with three techniques. First, look the sight words, read the sight word, and write the sight word. So these are three techniques. By the help of these techniques, you can teach them the sight words, right? Now let's move forward. How phonics helps us to improve the spelling. When child learn to segment words into phonemes to make word by writing letter for that phoneme. As I told you, if they hear the word k, a, ch, cat, so they should like listen the sounds properly. Yeah, there are three sounds, there are three phonemes, and the first sound is k, the second sound is a, and the third sound is t. So they will able to write them perfectly. For that, what you can do, you can simply do the activity like identify the first sound first, right? So they will identify as I'll say the word cat and tell me which was the first sound. So they will repeat that word in their mind and they will say, yes, the ka is the first sound. Then tell them what was the middle sound. Cat is my word. What is the middle sound? So they will say, yes, the a is the middle sound. That's how you can do with the initial sounds, all the sounds, right? In the 4-letter word, in the 5-letter word also. Is it clear? Now, the beauty of phonics is as it teaches reading, it also teaches the spelling. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Tina, please mute yourself. Okay, now reading involves breaking words into separate sound and blending them together to read the word. Now, blending helps us to read well and segmenting helps us to spell well, right? Blending helps us to read well and segmenting helps us to spell it well, right? I'm seeing the word C-A-T. I'm blending it cat. I'm blending it and I'm making the sound, the whole sound cat. Now the cat spelling, I hear the word cat or I hear the word mat. Now I'm hearing the word mat and I'm segmenting different sounds. Ma, now this segmenting will help me. Deep Jyot, please mute yourself.
देख लेते हैं यार कर रहा है बच्चा तो करने देते हैं जो नहीं करते ना बिल्कुल
Yes, please mute yourself. Now, if they will segment it, I hear the word met, I identify there are three sounds, ma, at, and I'll spell it with M-A-T. So I'll suggest all of you, when you are starting with the phonics, please start with the sound segmenting of the sounds as well. Blending and segmenting should go similar way, if the kid is 6 plus or 5 plus. If the kid is smaller, 3, 3.5 or 4, please don't do that at the initial stage. Yes. But if you are like she's in junior KG, senior KG, so you can start with the small spellings. People are entering now also. Okay. Let's move forward. Spelling tips. Now, how can you help? You can take a screenshot of these. There is not any issue. Or you can screen record of all these PowerPoint slides. Or I'll try to share it in the group also. Okay, so no worries. You can take a screenshot of that. Okay, and if anybody is taking the screenshot, please make sure to share in the group also, so that everyone can benefit it. It's a lucky number, 51. Thank you so much. Okay, so what are the spelling tips? You should know the rules. They aren't considered, there are plenty of exception, but it's still worth learning some spelling rules in English. So for every sound, there are some rules in the English. So your kid should aware with all the phonics sound rules. Okay, now there are exception. There are some Hindi words, as I say, there are some Greek words, there are some the words that are not origin from the English language. For them the exception may allow. So you should be very clear with the exceptions also, right? Now study the sight words. This is really an important step. Don't skip the sight words. And if your kid is smaller, he or she is 5-year-old, and he is asking you, Mama, I don't know the word, and why this is not happening in this rule, then you can easily touch them. Beta, it's a sight word. So it will be easy for them at the initial stage, right? Like there are exception. Like for the C and K rule, the Krishna is there, right? So in the Krishna, we are using K with R. So your kid may ask that, Mama, why this is happening? So you can simply tell them this is happening. Why? Because this is an Hindi origin word, not an English origin word. So you should open for the exception also, so that you will able to explain your kid as well. Recognize the prefixes and suffixes, and you know what, there are prefixes and suffixes in all the word. Prefixes means the words we are adding before any word, and suffixes that we are adding after any word. Like beauty is the root word, and beautiful, the full is a suffix word. So when your kid is 6 or 7, he or she should know these prefixes and suffixes as well. There are lots of rule for prefixes and suffixes also. Okay, so your kids should be aware for that also. Now read as often as you can. I always tell the parents that when your kid is 3, or he or she is able to understand your language, read the story books for them. When my kid was 2.5, and there was a book that comes in the Einstein box of a monkey story books, and I teach them with the like a lining pattern, that a monkey was there, then a boy helped the monkey. At that stage he was not properly able to speak as well, but when he opens the book itself in front of his daddy or nani, and he'll say, I'll tell you a story, and he moved his fingers same like me, and he was reading as he was reading from the book itself. So the reading books can help the kids. I hope this happened with you only, right? Maybe because the kids are really very smart, they follows you. So if you will read the book with them, they will follow you, and they will imitate you, and they will also read the book. If you will like play with your games on your mobile, they will also play games on your mobile. So it's a common thing, it's a human thing. They are going to copy you, so you should know that what you have to do, right? Now look for pattern. And now what's happening these days, kids are really very smart. As I told you, they copy the pattern. If there are THE, so they always read as the only, right? And if you will say the THEY, they will be in hurry, and they will read that word also as a the only. They will not take effort to read the spelling. Okay, now I use mnemonics. Mnemonics are the techniques in which we help the kids to identify the phonic sounds. Spell out loud in the spellings in which the kids are getting a problem. You just spell it, tell them to spell it loud. For the sight word also, you can follow this technique. As a sight word, WHERE. So tell them, spell it loud, WHERE, 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 right? And what I play the games when my kid was smaller, here that I just stick those words on the walls and tell them to pet that word. Right. So you can also play the games like this for the sight word, like pat the where word. So he'll watch all the words. So by this technique, he will able 30 words. He will able to read the 30 words, and he or she will find the word where. So it's really a good technique to tell them. Research the origin of word. Origin of words we will need when we have to when there are suffix or prefixes are there, like the happiness. HAPPINESS. Happiness is the word, right? So in happiness, what is the origin of the word? What is original word? The original word is happy. But the spelling of happy is really different. It's HAPPY. But why in happiness we are writing HAPPINESS? Because when we add, there is a rule that says when the word ends with Y and you are adding any suffix that is starting with a consonant, you should change the Y into I. That's why in happiness we are changing the spelling. We are changing that Y into I. Got it? So there are lots of rules like this. So you should know the origin of the word. You should know the suffix and the prefixes. Deepa. I think you are in some school right now. Okay, how to teach spelling using phonics? You have to review the letter sound correspondingly. Make sure student knows the sound of individual letter and group of letters. Now, what it means, as I told you, like if you are teaching them the sound, so they should know. P is the sound of letter P, right? When you are like when you are teaching them, teaching your kid or teaching your students, tell them to review the sounds after 1 week, right? In 1 week you teach them the 7 or 10 sound. After 1 week, tell me the sounds of the sound t of which letter, right? Which letter makes the t sound. You can simply arrange the letter and you can tell them to pick the t sound, pick the p sound, pick the sound. So they will able to recognize the letter also for that particular sound, right? Teach word patterns. You have to tell them the word patterns also, like the diagrams, diphthongs, all these things. Teach word in a story context. Now what is that mean, that you have to teach the words in a story context? I'll teach you after these slides. You have to build the vocabulary. If your kid is 6 plus, so every day give them 5 new words. Okay, tell them to see the dictionary. You know, we people are getting lots of habitual of the mobile these days. Everything is on Google, so we don't take any effort and we found the word in the Google itself and the answer is in front of us. But don't make the habit of this to your kids. You know, tell them, give them an Oxford dictionary and tell them to find the word in dictionary. When he or she finds that word in the dictionary, he'll go through more new words. You know, if I have to find the drop word in dictionary, so there will be lots of new words also, or he will go through lots of words by this technique. So use the dictionary for the kids. Never use Google dictionary for them, right? Use a paper dictionary form and tell them, make a notebook, separate notebook, and write 5 words for each day and tell them. So by the end of the month, there will be 150 words, right? So that's such a huge vocabulary for them. And in 1 year, there will be lots of words. So they'll learn lots of new words, right? Use dictation. Whenever you are introducing diagrams, the magic key rule, the floss rule, the ch sound rule, the hard C, soft C rules, I always say use a dictation. Take dictation. In my classes also, I keep the Sundays as a dictation class only. Okay, so you have to do this same with your kid or your student. Now, what is the meaning of story contest? This is really very important. Just keep focus on this. Okay, children see the words over and over, can begin to visualize them, so that during their writing they can recall the story and be familiar with the spelling of the words. Now, you know, when the kid is 2 years, he goes to the birthday parties, right? And when he or she are going in the birthday party, they are written the word happy and the birthday, so they can recognize the happy word by their pattern itself by the age of 2 or 3 only, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes, right? They can read easily the word CAT, cat, very easily. Even a 3-year old child can easily spell the word CAT, cat. But if you will tell them to spell the word set, they will not able to do that. Why? Because they are seeing the cat word lots of stories. They are seeing in their videos also, right? So they can spell the word when they are seeing that. So whenever you are teaching them the family words, the blends, tell them to read the story. So whenever they will read the story, the word will move from eyes again and again and again. So they will memorize the word itself, right? I like Sad Sam is a story book. So we can look how spelling books incorporate with learning to read in the super book program. That Sad Sam is a balloon man. So this is a story, right? Sad Sam is a balloon man at a fair. When a father shows up with some children and buys balloons, he is no longer sad. Words include run, sad, mad, Sam, up. So when he or she is reading this story, he or she will be able to identify lots of spelling. Agreed or not? Same happens with dad mad. So if he is reading the story dad mad, he will easily spell the word dad mad after reading that 1 or 2 times. Okay, let me identify this Realme RMX 3571. I can see there are 4 teachers sitting there. Hi to them. Are you attending this workshop from school? Okay, glad to see that.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, glad to see. You're from which school?
Himalaya International School, Dhamnod, near to Indore.
Indore. Wow, that's really a great thing. Thank you so much for attending this. I'll surely come back to you after the workshop. Okay. So spelling challenges. So when we are teaching them the spelling rules, we will face lots of spelling challenges. As I told you, they will be asked lots of questions, like for the exceptions also, for the rule breaker words also. So you should be ready for those spelling challenges also, because phonics applies on the 80% of the spellings only, not for the 20% spelling. As the SCHOOL, school is a word, CH sound is there, right? So when you will teach them that CH says ch, so they will immediately ask you, Mama, तो फिर school में CH ch sound क्यों नहीं करता है? Yeah. So they will immediately ask you such question, and then you will say, oh my God, what should I tell them now? So tell them immediately that this is a sight word, this doesn't follow the phonics rule. And I always teach them that in the class, there are some naughty boys or girls, who always don't follow what the teacher says. So these sight words are the naughty boys or kids who doesn't follow the spelling rule. So this can happen you with every sound. Okay. Now let's move forward. Now, when we talk about this, is it audible to everyone? Khushbu is having issue in audio. So is it audible to everyone? My voice is
Yes,
audible?
ma'am. It's clear. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay. If the meeting ends after 10 minutes, you should rejoin, because in the next session, we are going to introduce the rules. Okay. This was a small intro. Okay. Now, when we are teaching them the rule, first comes the phonology. That means the study of the sounds. Then we introduce the rules, that what rules which rule we have to spell on the particular sound. Then come the etymology, that study of origin of the word, right? Like the school word, in the school word, it's a Greek origin word. Same like the ecology, the psychology, all the ch word that makes the k sound are the Greek origin word. So you as a teacher should know these particular things, the small things, okay? And the study of forming words, that how the words form. So you should know all these things. You should know the spelling process, that how a spelling makes. So it will be easy for you to solve the doubt of the kids. When you are going in front of a kid, you should be very perfect for the particular sound, and you should be very clear to the things. Now, when we come to the spelling rule, these are the common spelling rule we teach our kids. You can take a screenshot of this simply. Okay. So 10 rules I had already covered in my videos. I'll try to make all the rules soon as possible. Okay, so take a screenshot of this. A floss rule, beginning curse sound rule, ending curse sound rule, hard C soft C, hard G soft G, ending J sound rule, CH or TCH, queer sound, shy I, toughy Y, fine gold, the grammar rule, plural, suffix also comes for the plural thing, for the grammar thing, shun sound rule, silent letter, change the Y into I, as I told you, happy and happiness, rabbit rule, doubling the rule, the verse sound rule, adding ly rule, this also come in the grammar section, as never follows x, sounds of y, all and full, as you know, although, the although spelling ALTHOUGH, right? So, but all says ALL, like ball. Ball has BALL. So, all for all sound, we always write ALL. But when you are using all as a prefix, you should write AL. So, this is what the rule says. Full. For full, we always write FULL, right? But when you are using full as a suffix, so you will write FUL only, right? Like beautiful, cheerful. So you will write single L only. Kids always do this type of mistake. So you should introduce these rules. Then the silent final E rule, OUS and US rule, the sound pronunciation rule, and adding ING rule. So these are some common rule we usually teach in the spelling rule section. This is the advanced phonics section also. If you are a phonic teacher, so you should introduce these rules. You can take a separate classes for these rules, you have to your kids also. Like you have 10 kids for the phonics, you teach them all the phonics things. Now you can carry all the students in the spelling rule session also, and the parents will be really very happy. So it's type of earning resources for your same kids only, and you can teach these to your kids only. Have you taken the screenshot? Have you noted down for this thing? I'll take and I'll reshare this in the group. Right? Till here, all
Yes,
the
ma'am.
things are clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice. So thank you so much. That was the pretty introduction for our spelling thing. Now we have 5 minutes, so we'll utilize this 5 minutes. After that, I will say you to rejoin the section. Okay. Now, when we are teaching the basic rules, the basic spelling rule to the kids, you should be aware with these 4 basic rules. Now, what are these 4 basic rules? The first rule, you should know that every word has a vowel. In English, there is not any word in English, I'm saying, okay, that is complete without a vowel. In English, each and every word, if it is a 2-letter word, 3-letter word, 4-letter word, or a long word, that has a vowel. Okay, I also have a vowel, M also have a vowel, you also have a vowel, we also have a vowel. Okay, so in English, every word has a vowel. Every syllable has a vowel. When we what are the syllable means? When we are dividing the words into the chunking of the sound, into the chunks of the sound, like I am saying the word brain. So every syllable has a vowel. Okay, and we divide the syllables by the vowel itself, like the diphthongs, digraphs, and all those things. The third most important rule, that two I never come next to each other. Okay, two I cannot come next to each other. It means what? In English, there is not any spelling which have 2 I's there. Okay, because it will look like a W. So in English, I don't think there is any word, English origin word. There may be some exception, but in English, 99%, there are not 2 I's together. Okay, and the most important rule in English, words do not end with these 4 letters. What the 4 letters are? V, U, J, and I. Okay, in English, not any word ends with these 4 letters. V, U, J, and I. For V, if you are hearing the word sound at the end of the word, we write VE. Same happens with you when you are hearing, when you have to use. This is the job of the E, you know. It's helping we to say VE, like have, love, club, all these spelling. When you are hearing the verse sound at the end, there is E who helps the V to stand there. Okay. Now, same happens with you. If you are hearing U sound at the end, so sometimes there will be two O's, or sometimes there will be UE also. Same happens with J. Letter J never comes at the end of the spelling. For ending J sound, we usually use two letters combination. First is GE and the second is DGE. Okay. Now letter I also never comes at the end of the spelling. For the ending I sound, like cry, shy, sky, for all these words, the friend of I, Y takes help. Okay. For that, the rule is there, shy, I and toughy, Y. I feel shy to come at the end. So his friend Y gave him the help. Yes, the give and all the words. So these are the four basic words. You should introduce these words. Let me know how many of you are aware with these four rules before that this class. Yes, Garima, you was aware with all these rules?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
Only ma'am,
ma'am, this
that
is I.
that ending one rule is there. I didn't aware of about it.
Okay.
Ending I rule.
Okay. Okay. That's what they call the
Ma'am, but
shy
in
eye
the
and
name
toughy
we
eye.
can.
Yes.
Sorry,
I
ma'am,
learn
sorry to
about the
disturb you.
ma'am. These are the shy by rule, right?
The shy eye and
Uh,
toughy eye. Yes.
okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Who's there?
मैम काफी चीजें आप ही की वीडियो से सीखी है मैंने.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Anyone else wants to say anything? There are 2 minutes. You are open. Then we will.
मैम आपके वीडियोस ना हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ नया सिखाते हैं
Oh my God.
और
Thank you
इंग्लिश
so
को
much.
और इजी बनाते जाते हैं.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am,
I'm
can
also
you
on my-
explain point 1 and 2 again? Point 1 and 2 again.
Yeah, sure. I'll share the screen.
But you mean to say that like shy doesn't have a vowel and point 1 says that every word has a vowel. What does that mean?
Means
Shy
every
word doesn't have to.
look. Y is the semi-vowel, dear. SHY. Some like I'm going to explain in the next 40 minutes. You know, Y reacts like the Y is a consonant also, and Y is a vowel also. Whenever Y comes at the end of the spellings, it reacts like a vowel. That's why we call the Y semi-vowel.
Okay,
Okay.
this is new something. Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
why is
And
the
second
semi
point?
vowel? Look, as I told you, I never comes at the end of the spelling. So his friend Y becomes a Superman to help him, help the I. And whenever you are hearing the I sound at the end of the word, like cry, shy, sky, all those words. So that's why this rule is happening. I'm going to explain in the next session. Please rejoin because this meeting is going to end. I hope you all will rejoin. I'm going to see all these 51 students in my next session also.